Happy moving day. Not just for me, because I'm starting a new job, but in bigger news, Cincinnati, BYU, Houston, and UCF are Big 12 members as of Saturday, July 1st, 2023. Wow, that is a big move, big jump. It's the jump that they were all hoping to make. And now they have to actually compete in the Big 12. What's interesting about these particular additions, it feels like all four of these programs could build to the point where they are year in, year out Big 12 contenders. I don't know if it's going to happen immediately. This is one of those things where a lot of times you find out depth was not what you thought it was once you took a step up in competition when the week in, week out competition got tougher. But I can look at all of these programs. Cincinnati, Houston, and UCF, you can kind of throw in a similar bucket where they're in football mad places that produce tons of good players. And now they're a little bit higher thought of in a different league. You look at Cincinnati, the recruiting under Luke Fickell was already doing better before he left. And now that they're in the Big 12, they attract an even different kind of recruit. UCF, you're looking at some of the finalists that they are getting where they're in a group with other Power 5 schools that maybe you wouldn't have seen them in a group with before as recruits are making their final decisions. Houston, meanwhile, heck, going back to Ed Oliver, they've been able to get guys like this every once in a while. Now they should really be able to in one of the most talented cities in America. And then BYU, national recruiting base, players, because they serve missions, tend to be a little bit older. This could be a program that also could be a year in, year out contender. And I think it was very good selection by the Big 12 to get these particular four because it's going to be a really fun conference. I think going forward, there are going to be a lot of years where of the 12 that are going to be in the league, once Texas and Oklahoma leave, 7, 8, 9 have legitimate chances to win the Big 12 title and make the playoff. And if you look at the numbers, there's a good chance that that league can put two teams in the playoff fairly often, even without Texas and Oklahoma. So it's going to be a lot of fun. The question is, which one is going to do it first? Who's going to be the Utah or the TCU of this group? Because those are probably the two biggest success stories of the more recent round of conference realignment. Utah, 2 consecutive Pac-12 titles. TCU, they just played in the freaking national championship game. These were programs that came in, and it wasn't immediate, the success, but they did find it fairly quickly and then built on it. That's what all 4 of these new programs are going to try to do. Now, it's not easy. They are going to have to build their rosters up. I don't think it's going to happen immediately, but I am really excited to see who the first one is that really asserts itself as a Big 12 contender. Is it going to be Cincinnati, that was the first Group of 5 program to make the playoff? Is it going to be UCF, that has a lot of really good recruits, considering it has Gus Malzahn, who has coached at the highest of high levels? Is it going to be Houston, situated right there around all that talent? Is it going to be BYU, that's had a national championship in 1984? Remember that? Who knows? Maybe the Cougars come back to that level. We'll see. But this is a very exciting day. It gets hard from here on out. The hard work starts now. But enjoy today because you're moving on up.